What's going on, guys? Welcome into the shop. Hey, we're here at Hook One Bait and Tackle. As spring rolls around, we're going to spend a lot more time right here on our YouTube. Some videos are going to be longer on the water videos. Some stuff you're going to see here in the shop. Some stuff will be in the studio. Just highlighting a lot of what we do, what we've got, and hopefully help you catch more fish. Right now we're in the bait store. As you can see in front of me, I've got a bunch of plastics. These here are our very own Hook One Jiggin minnows. We've had these for about 2 years now. We're up to 10 colors, and we really love kind of what we've come up with and what we've designed here. They've been a good bait for us. They've been a durable bait for us, and we've kind of constructed them a little bit different. So I think what a lot of you guys are used to seeing, I mean, Lunker City kind of has a hold on the game, and you see a lot of like slim minnow designs where those minnows are a lot slimmer. But we wanted to do something a little bit different with our Hook One minnow. We wanted to go with more of a bait fish design. So we went with more of a round belly here, as you can see, and we actually have opened up a slot in the bottom for any of you guys that like to use scent. But we went with a round belly for two reasons. One, we like the look of that round belly. It looks a lot more like a bait fish to us. It also, which we'll show you here in a little bit, goes over a jig perfectly. This here is a 1 ounce jig. 1 ounce and 3/4 ounce seem to be the most popular on the river. To be honest with you guys, I really try to stick to like a 3/4 or a 5/8 ounce jig. It gives me a little bit more natural presentation, but I chose a 1 ounce jig just to show you how this is going to match up here in a minute. Aside from the fat belly, we wanted to go with a tapered down tail, but a nice big tail. So you see it comes down to a nice big fork tail, and just as that bait sits right there, you can tell how loose it's going to move in the water. It's going to give you a lot of action as it bobs up and down. And the whole reason we wanted a bait like this is early in the spring. Right now it's early March. The less aggressive movements that you can have on your bait, typically the better. A lot of times these walleye are fairly sluggish. They're kind of just easing up to their baits and just taking a little chomp out of them. Don't get me wrong, we found some extremely aggressive fish the last couple days. But usually they're a lot more sluggish. So what this bait allows us to do is as the current moves, it just kind of swims that bait. The tail allows it to swim. And again, we went with a tapered down tail, but this is a very durable plastic that we came up with. We've got a couple baits and a couple guys that have come in here. We've caught over 20, 30 fish on one bait. This specific color here is the Money Goby. It's probably our #1 seller here in the store. But let me just show you guys real quick. So when we put this bait on, for those of you that don't know, when we put this bait on, you're just gonna take your sickle hook. You're gonna go right through the nose of that bait right there, right through the middle. You're gonna slide that bait down until it starts to curve around that hook, and then just follow it up through. Now see, with that fatter head design, you're not gonna have any splitting right here on the jig collar. There's not gonna be any splitting. It fits right on that jig perfectly. It looks really good. You guys can see again, as I hold it here, you can see how much action that this tail already has. Again, this bait's been on the water now for 2 years with us. We haven't done any videos like this because we really wanted to put a lot of testing. We wanted to make sure that these baits were ready to go, that they were designed properly, that they worked before we started selling them to you guys. They're available in store and online. Again, we've got 10 colors. We also have 10 colors of paddle tails. Hint, hint, that's probably for a video coming up. But if you're looking for something new to try this year, if you're looking for something different, I'd highly recommend checking out the Jiggin minnow. I kind of did this Jiggin minnow some injustice. This bait is also going to be a very good drop shot bait, especially where we are over here on Lake St. Clair in the St. Clair River. Our smallmouth fishing is phenomenal. Finesse fishing is in right now. A lot more people are really focusing on that finesse fishing instead of power fishing. And this bait right here on a drop shot is going to be killer because we wanted to design a bait that has a little bit more multi-use. At $5 a bag, you get 10 plastics. We wanted to keep it affordable for everybody. And hey, if you're going to buy a bait, you might as well use it for a few things. So whether you're casting jigs, vertical jigging, drop shotting, make sure you guys either, like I said, come into the store or check us out online. This right here, it's the Hook One Jiggin minnow.